Okay, so we've drawn out the actual windows and the doors on the front of the tower. So our next job is to cut out
that way.
It's a little bit awkward showing you this bit because Steve, being right-handed, is covering up some of what he's doing, but basically what he's doing is, with a curved blade, he's just going round the curved outlines of the windows and doors. It will take several cuts. It's 5mm Foamex board. It's quite a stiff board, this one, so it takes a little bit more effort. Always use a straight rule to do your straight lines. Stops the knife slipping. Scribing out a line around the shapes as well also helps keep your knife in place. Again, using the straight blade just to release the corners. The turret will be added on later, so there we go. 2 windows, 2 smaller windows, a big window and the doorway. So that's the front tower basically marked out and cut out. Moving on. Okay, so we're moving on to just putting some of the stonework in. So using a scrubber, we've scrubbed out the pattern, particularly around the doors, just to make it look more authentic. And then we've penciled them in afterwards just so it shows up on the film. As you can see, we've scribed in the stones. The stones are very random and some are big, some are small. So we've picked out what we class as the unique ones, which you will notice around the buildings and just infilled with the others. You're not going to get every stone perfect because the size reduction changes them anyway. So we go. So they've all been scribed in now, and we've just highlighted them with a pencil so they stand out on film. So we think to try and get the colour right, which is a red, it's a red stone colour, but also it's got a lot of grey in it. We're going to have a little practice with that, I think, as well. So the next job we're going to do is to try and get the paint work done. We've just decided to shape some of the stonework in the windows above the arches. They do sort of lean inwards, taper inwards. So we've decided to do that before we think about painting it. Just smoothing it away. It's a nice rounded edge.
Yeah, you can stop now.
Also, before we do start painting, we will have to sand it down lightly, and also put in all the little marks in the stones as much as we can. It doesn't matter how wild you go with that, because I suppose the more the better in some cases. It's a really old church, so it's had quite a bit of battering over the years, so the stone's quite worn in some places, and you can see in other places where they've replaced the stone and it looks relatively new. But we'll do our best. Okay, update so far. We've moved on to the side of the tower. So that's the front, that's the left side, with a support wall in. I'm not quite sure what they call them, but we'll just call it a support wall. And I've actually marked in the brickwork, put a few discrepancies in the brickwork, a bit of damage and a bit of weather wear such, and this is the basic. The first coat is the base colour, which is what I usually use, which is a sand colour in acrylic. And once that's dried, I've put on a base colour of dusky pink, because this is going to be a red stone church, and it really does have quite a lot of colours actually in it, so whether we can mimic them colours or not, but we'll get something close to it. But that's the base colour of dusky pink. And the paint I'm using for this is this one, which is Artiste acrylic paint. Oh, sorry, it's Dusty Rose, not Dusty Pink, Dusty Rose. So we've done the same on the left side as well. So it's just a matter of scoring it in, putting some defects in the brickwork, having a look at the original pictures where the the main wear and tear is, and try to emulate that. So what I'm just going to do now is just paint the base colour on one of the supports. So what I'm doing, I'll just quickly go over it. And with it, this matte Artiste paint, it dries pretty quickly, so you don't have to wait long before you can put another coat on. So I'm just dabbing the excess off, and that allows it to dry as well. So let's finish the job. Alright, so we're moving on down. Again, just tap it off. If you get any inside your mortar, all I just use a cocktail stick and just scrape it out. So we just carry on down as we're going along. Don't take long. Don't even worry if you miss a few bits of the sand colour, because I'm sure it'll all blend in eventually. It's quite a big project this, it's not a small church. As you know, churches aren't small buildings, so we've done it to a scale that the gentleman's given us the space size, and we've had to adjust the scale of the church to the space he's got available, but still going to be a big building. Nearly done. So let's move on to the bottom bit. Okay, so that's the two sides done on one turret in the base coat. So our next video will show us doing the other side, the right side. And if you join us, you can see how it comes along.